Francis, author of Crockpot Love. And if you've reached this portion of the book, then you already know you are at one of my absolute favorite portions of the book, which is when I get a chance to interview real couples who are applying some of the same concepts that you're reading about in this book and making their love work and making it last. And first of all, I just like to say thank you to the couple that I have today, Adrian and Kisha Rodriguez. Thank you all so much for being a part of this vision. Thank you for inviting me into your home and sharing your story with so many people, the people who are going to be reading this book and getting some good information on how to attract the love that they want and make it last. And we're actually going to be speaking on one of my favorite topics, which Kisha has already expressed to me that it's one of her strengths in her relationships, communication. And also, if you have not gotten a copy of Crockpot Love, I encourage you to click the link below and get yourself a copy of this book. I'm telling you, it is a game changer. It is going to really help the way you see your relationships, the way you see yourself in relationships. And it may just even help mend a relationship that you currently have. Who knows? I just know that you will be blessed by it. So without further ado, I'd like to say thanks again. And we'll go ahead with our first question.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so the first question, how did the two of you meet?
Well, I can tell. I met her in Ybor City. One night, my friend was like, let's go to Ybor, drive around, because there was nothing to do. And I told him I already went down there. There's no reason to go down there. And I go back to his house. He's like, man, let's just go. So I end up driving back to Ybor. And I seen her on the street with another girl that I went to school with. I was like, I'm tired. I got everything together. I'm going to get the girl I want. And I just jumped out my car.
Wow.
I said, hey, can you continue just driving around? Come pick me up. I'm going to go holler at this girl real quick. And I sat next to her. She had a shirt that said sexy. And she had pants on. And I said,
so you're like, that's my girl.
I remember. And what I said was, I wanted, you ever seen Bronx Tale?
I haven't.
Well, you ever seen Bronx Tale? There's a girl that was a Bronx Tale. Her name, she looked just like her, and I wanted her.
Wow.
So I said, your man let you dress like that? And she goes, I know, there ain't nobody gonna tell me how to dress. I said, okay, well, she ain't got no man. that was my thing.
Right,
so I sat there and I talked to her, and I was like, can I have your number? Some other dude, hey girl, what's up? How you doing? And her friend was like, don't you see him trying to talk to her? Stop being so rude.
Right.
So I'm like, good looking out, thank you.
Exactly.
And I said, can I have your number?
Wow.
She gave it to me.
And the rest
and the rest, we were together for
Ever
since.
That's amazing. And you know what, in my book, I actually talk about how a good mate is not found. A good mate is recognized. You know, especially a lot of men, they know when they found the one, because my husband, he told me where he had seen me before. And I just scared the crap out of me.
I seen her before I seen her, so I knew what I wanted.
Exactly. And that's kind of how, wow, that's
beautiful.
awesome. Yes,
she was
she is beautiful. She's absolutely gorgeous. So you really, God bless you with that one.
Yes,
all right. So the next question is, when did each of you know that you found your, what I call, crockpot love?
Well, right when I seen her.
Well,
that's it.
Adrian,
that was it. I'm done with
it.
She can answer the rest.
When did you know?
I knew when I, went on a date with him and how he talked to me and handled me. He was very respectful, gentleman. I just knew he had goals, and that was a clicker for me right there. And I was like, okay, yeah, he talking my lingo now. So yeah, I see some potential, and that's what it was. His personality, and everything just fell right into place.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and the food.
Oh, the food is a kicker.
Oh, okay.
So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, cooking good too.
Hey, nothing like a man who cooks for you, right?
I'm telling you.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so the next question is, one of the biggest strengths that the two of you have in your relationship is communication.
Yes.
As we previously stated, please share with us how important is communication in your relationship.
It's simple. That's the main line to keep everything going.
Communication is very important. Because if you don't communicate, I don't know what he's thinking.
Right.
Just like if I don't tell him, he don't know what I'm thinking. So we have to communicate with each other, because that's the only way we can, share our feelings and our emotions and what we're thinking with each other. So we can be on one accord, instead of guessing and assuming, and then, there's confusion then when you do that.
I agree, and I think a lot of times, especially women, I have to, be honest. A lot of times we just expect that the male just knows what we want and knows what we're thinking, and that is so not true.
No. Mama,
You know why I'm mad.
Yeah.
No, he really doesn't know what you've been saying about.
Exactly.
Why don't you, share with him what it is that's causing you to be uncomfortable or whatever,
That's right.
So I think that's awesome that the two of you have a very strong and open line of communication, because yes, that is one of the things that really keep a relationship solid.
Yes.
All right. And so what are some of the strategies or things that you do that you feel is important to let other couples know, who may be struggling with communication?
No, people's like, well, I'm the man of the house, I'm the woman. It's none of that. It's we equal. We're both bosses. We're both foundations for our kids.
Absolutely.
It's two of us to make. It's not, well, daddy's here, mommy's here. No, we both lay the flat ground. You the boss, I'm the boss.
Right.
This is our business. This is our life.
Yeah.
It's not, well, I'm the breadwinner. No, we both. It's not that's what you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, the both of you are, you're the heavy in the relationship. You got to make sure your kids understand that the way things work. You can't say, okay, well, I'm gonna go ask mom since dad said no. You all are always on one accord.
We're teamwork. We're team players.
Absolutely.
Like I wash, she rinse. I prep, she cooks. She seasons it, I cook it. I throw the garbage out, she bring the garbage can back. Just little simple stuff that is not where.
And people don't realize that is a huge part of communication. Communication isn't always just verbal.
Yes.
Sometimes, like you said, you wash and I prepare or whatever.
Right.
Those are definitely ways in which, we work together. And I feel like communication, working together, those are all about pretty much the same, on the same accord. So that's pretty awesome.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. What can either of you offer as advice to couples who are struggling with that, though? Like, some people are struggling, like, with communication. They don't really, some people, believe it or not, don't even talk to each other. When they walk in the home, they don't even speak.
I have heard situations like that. Yes.
And I think that is not what brought them together. You didn't get together with somebody thinking, okay, this person, I'm not going to like them coming in 10 years into the relationship. I'm not going to like them anymore. Yeah. So what is it that you do to keep just, what do you do? Like, because I know some people are, like I say, are really, really struggling. What advice would you offer to someone who is maybe struggling with communication, the lines of communication?
You have to, like, have an open mind and realize that the only way you're going to do that is to talk to each other, because if you keep going in and out, though, you're not talking to each other, that's building tension,
Yeah, building tension.
You build tension up, and eventually you're going to explode, you need to talk, and get it out. So
absolutely.
If you don't,
I say, God made us verbal creatures, so, He gave us, we're one of the few creatures except for the parrot that can talk. And so that's important for us to be able to utilize, that gift that God gave us to, strengthen our relationships.
That's right. Or like either pillow talk, like when it's just, even if you have kids,
right.
You wait till it's just you and your significant other, and you in the bed, and then you can talk, talk about everything, talk it out. And,
how was your day?
That's important too.
How was your day?
Yes,
how was work?
Important.
Yes.
Where the bills at? Well, she'll tell me, the cell phone's bills due, but I just paid the direct TV. I just paid the light. The next paycheck, this will be due. Communication is not where you're in charge of this. Make sure she's your best friend.
Right.
Or he's your best friend.
It's a two-way street.
It's a two-way street.
Yes.
And it's
and
always.
I consider that my best friend. He is my best friend.
This is my buddy. Like,
that's awesome.
And
you have to build off that too. That's another thing.
You truly do.
Being best friends, that's gonna keep you together. 'Cause y'all
14 years. I'm saying that's awesome.
And that's a testament to, like, I make her laugh.
Oh,
she made me laugh.
Yes.
I'm silly. She's silly.
Right.
But she's serious, then I'm serious. But the thing is, we know.
You vibe off of each other.
And our kids love it. Our we don't. arguing, there's no shut up, disrespectful talk.
Right.
Because that builds
glad
it.
you mentioned that.
Because
your kids are watching.
That's right. They do. They pay attention. And it's so funny the other day. She was like, my daughter was telling me, I was in the salon. She said, I'm so happy you and Daddy get along so good. And I just kind of like touched my heart a little bit. I was like, oh, that's good. I mean, I'm setting a great example for her, so she knows.
She knows what love and communication looks like, and that's the whole premise of my book: to build those open lines of communication and build those standards and model them for your children, so they know exactly what love looks like, and they don't have to guess when they get out there. You know, if a guy comes to her and approaches her the wrong way, she's not going to be wondering, could this be love? She's going to know, hey, my daddy doesn't treat my mom like that, so I know this isn't right.
With that being said, that's what we use. We use our kids as our championship, our goal. We got to continue making sure that when they're 18 to 21, they make the right decisions. That's when we know we did what we were supposed to do. Because my daughter's, she said, Daddy, I'm the only one in my class that got a mommy and daddy the same. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And you think about it, that's 5th grade. That's like, there's no mom and daddy. Come on, that's good. That's for me and her. That's our happiness.
And you know what? You all are doing an awesome job, so keep doing what you're doing. And keep setting that example, because I believe that through this interview, you're not only setting an example for your kids, but whoever purchases this book and sees this interview, I believe that your interview and the insight that you have is really going to bless somebody. And I'm so thankful that you're sharing it. Okay, so Kisha, what advice can you offer other women who seek to have a great relationship, such as the one that you and Adrian, or Chico, as I know you call him, he's more known as, that you all have sustained for the past 14 years?
I believe when you have a mate, you have to have a guideline. You know, things that you are willing to accept, things that you won't accept.
Yes, that's
you know,
true. Yeah.
that's you have to come to that. Like, you know, nobody's perfect.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you got to look at, can I deal with this person's flaw? Is it okay?
Yes.
Like, can I deal with that? Is it okay? And it's not going to harm me or, you know, hurt me emotionally or, you know, bring me down. Can I deal with that?
Oh, my goodness, girl.
You know?
You already got the book in you. It's in it. I'm telling you. The things that you're touching on is already in that book.
Yes.
And I got high five you on that. That's awesome.
And I truly do believe that, you know, and it just works for us. It flows.
And don't compromise those standards.
Yes, you don't. You have to stand strong in them, because when you bend, then, you know.
You accept anything.
Yes, you will.
And that's what the next
life is about being happy.
Yes,
you know, you need to be happy in life. You know, so you can be productive and be happy in work. Because most people, they take it to work and it turns into something else. And you
work is work. Home is home.
Yeah, you have to build that foundation at home. So
I agree. What a great response. I totally agree with you. Adrian, as a husband, what has Kisha becoming your wife meant to you all of these years?
That's a good one. It builds confidence in me that I know I'm doing something right. That, okay, I can go to work and knowing I got a good lady at the house. I got a good mom at the house, a good friend at the house, a good stylist, a good everything, you know, and it just, when I wake up, I say, I'm a good dad, I'm a good husband, I'm a good friend.
That's awesome.
That's all it is. It's like, I know she made me as a man. She made a man out of me. And I can honestly, I got no problem saying that.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So with that being said, how has your love and respect for her enhanced your life as a man?
Same thing. I said the confidence.
The confidence.
That I can walk in a room and say, I got the baddest one in there.
Hey,
she you know, and it makes me feel good. And it's like,
awesome.
Who's she with? That dude right there. Who's she with? That dude right there.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Yeah, and that's good. And when at the beginning it was, dang, everybody's staring. Okay.
Yeah.
That means I'm doing something right. It's my trophy,
that's
you know?
Right. That's amazing.
It's just, you know, I wanted to make sure that I treat her the way that, like you said, about the kids. If my daughter knows how a man's supposed to treat a woman, then that's how she's going to be. My son, daddy treats a woman like this, I need to be like daddy. Absolutely. So it's about the kids.
That's awesome and amazing. And wow, I'm just so thankful again to have you all part of this vision, a part of this project. And Wow, just to witness just the bond that the two of you have, and it's real, because so many people don't believe in love anymore.
Yeah.
And you know, and you're a living testament that love is still alive.
Yes,
like I tell people with my husband, like I told you, my grandma always says, well, Sierra got the last name. I said, no, you just gotta find the one that's for you and don't compromise.
That's right.
So,
Standards, make sure.
have those standards, and like you said, communication. Well, without further ado, I just want to say thank you all for just purchasing the book and going through the book, and I hope you're being interactive and completing all the exercises, and I just really appreciate you for watching this interview, and I know that you'll be blessed by it. So thanks. Don't forget, click the link below if you haven't got a copy of Crockpot Love. Bye.